Hey guys! So in making the last video, I showed you guys all the stuff that I had done in the last like a month, which meant that I was using the Nexus to go from place to place back and forth. And in the process of making that, it broke like 4 separate times. Turns out it's not as robust as I hoped it would be. So I think it's time I make a Nether hub and just be normal for once about transportation. So I have a design planned for the Nether hub. It requires a ton of quartz, which this is quite simply not enough. So first I gotta see if I can get some more quartz. So I think the Nexus is still gonna be faster than the Nether hub. It's just having to fix the Nexus without a Nether hub is pretty rough. Let me see, do I have any quartz stored in here? A little bit. Now in this unfinished villager trading hall, I have a wall of masons. So hopefully I can get enough quartz from this, but I don't really expect to be able to because they just refresh so slowly. I'm also going to need more regular quartz than quartz pillars, so the fact that I'm getting 50% quartz pillars is not going to be great. I mean, I got a pretty good amount. I think I can probably alternate back and forth between mining quartz and trading for quartz. I think that could be fun. So let's go get some mining done. But I'm hoping that this is at least enough for the main building, the main room. So I need glass, I need pale oak, and I need a bunch of ice and white wool and soul soil. So I think I'm gonna head over to these icebergs, which is gonna be a little annoying because I don't have my leather boots. God damn it. Hoping I can find an area with blue ice and I don't have to compact packed ice. This looks like blue ice. Okay, so it looks like there are some pockets of blue ice that I can find. But this is gonna be so annoying. So I'm looking at my recording, and apparently an hour and 30 minutes has gone by, and I've just been collecting resources. It's felt like 5 minutes. So, I mean, I've got 1.5 shulker boxes full of ice. I've got 1.5 of quartz. I'm definitely gonna need more quartz than this. I'm gonna head back to my masons and see if I can get some more. Wow, getting a shulker box of soul soil is so much faster, understandably, because I can instant mine. So I definitely need a lot more masons. I think this is gonna have to be the way to get quartz, because mining is not sustainable. So I'm thinking I can just kind of turn this whole area into getting quartz simulator. I'll have this wall be obviously masons because it's already masons. I think this wall can be masons as well. And then I'll have this area be Fletchers to get emeralds. Maybe this be masons as well. I'll keep doing books here, and I have ideas for these 2 areas, but I think I will continue and really try and fill out these villagers. Alright, so over the course of a few in-game days, I've traded a lot of quartz. And I added a few extra masons in here, almost done with this wall. So I think we're ready to build. Just gotta get some dyes and such. But if we're gonna be building this, I need to look the part. And here we are. Alright, I think we're ready to start. So we've got to start this project from the Nexus. I think we can put a portal right here. Let's see where this takes us. Now let's get on to the Nether roof. Okay, I think this is the right height. You see my rainbow frog in the distance. So now we've got to break the bedrock. I was not ready. Oh. Well, just come right in. Why don't ya? Yo, you rocking my shit. You rocking. Whoa, he's a leader. Oh my god. So here are the coordinates of the Nexus portal. I gotta go to that, divided by 8 in the Nether. Which is 67142. So right here. This should link up correctly. Perfect. Let's make a shulker monster. Okay, so this is the core quartz structure. Now, it looks very white right now, but when we add in the stained glass, it will look a lot better. So I'm gonna start doing that. Alright, we've got the glass in. So now, my idea is that this is going to be a ring around like a circular room. And much of the ground and floor is going to be filled in with this stained glass with quartz behind it. So it's going to be a lot of quartz, but that's why I did all that trading. Alright, so we got the floors in now. And we've got to do the same thing on the roof. And I haven't figured out what the walls are going to be, but I'm sure it won't be that bad. Okay, so this is what the ceiling looks like. Now I just gotta figure out the walls. But it actually looks a lot better than it did in my imagination, so this is good. Alright, so we got much of the walls in, but I ran out of end rods, so I need to get more of those. But once I get those in, oh gosh, there's a block missing. But once I get those in, this main room will pretty much be done. All I'll have to do is make the paths to the other locations, which is probably the hard part. But I've downsized my plans and I'm not really gonna decorate the hallways because that's just a lot of glass and a lot of quartz, even though I had a lot of quartz left. Hey guys, so I've been busy. Last I recorded, I built this path, but now I've done every path. Here's what it looks like. We got the old world, the Violet Keep, the bank, the witch hut, Parapotamia, and Point Balance, as well as a portal to the Sand Duper. So one thing to note is that I had to move the iron farm up. It used to be down in this little pit, and now it's all the way up here because, as you can see, I had a bit of a leak. When I moved the portal up here, initially, all the iron golems were just flooding through the portal because this was now the closest thing to all the hot air balloons in the sky. So I just had to move it all. And I killed some of the iron golems, but man, it took way too long, so I just decided to leave these. And for the witch hut, I now have these two portals. One takes you into the hut, and then the other takes you to the AFK spot. Which means I can finally remove this scaffolding and be done with this. But yeah, so this is the finished product. My original plan was to make like walls and a roof around the bridges or the pathways. But with how long it took to just make these simple bridge like pathways, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to leave it as is. If future me wants to do it, that's his problem, but it's not current me's problem. But in any case, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you really liked it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.